it says that now. Anyways, she joined the business on the same day as me, like just a weird coincidence. And so we were kind of like, not like, I don't think she was even following me, but I was like, we were on the same journey together is basically what I'm trying to say. And within her very first month, she hit MMB. So by the end of December, she hit MMB. 4 months into her business, she had already earned her Cadillac. And I hadn't even hit MMB at that point. And I was like, what in the freaking heck is wrong with me? Like, what am I doing? Like, I literally remember I messaged Sierra and I was like, I need to hop on a call, like literally right this second, like hop on a call with me right now. And she's like, what? She was probably like, what the freaking heck is going on? And I was like, I need to hop on a call with you right now. And I was like, okay, what do I need to do to like do that? Like, what do I need to do right now? Like, literally, I was like, I don't freaking care what I have to do. If I have to work my freaking ass off, like, I'm gonna freaking do that. And she's like, you're doing all the things that you need to do. And I was like, I don't want that answer. Like, I don't want that answer. Like, tell me what I need to do to like get my Cadillac. Like, I want it. I was like, I'm working so hard for this. And she's like, you know what? You're not, you can't compare your timeline to everyone else's timeline. And in that moment on that call with her, I didn't understand. I was like, what the frig? This is so stupid. I was like, why can't I just earn my Cadillac? Blah, why can't you just give me a list of all the things I need to do to earn my Cadillac, hit MMM? Like, I deserve it. Like, I put in the work. And it honestly wasn't probably till 2 months later when it really hit me. Like, each person's business is so unique to them, and your timeline is so unique to you. There is something that you are going to have to learn, and this business is going to teach you that lesson before you get to where you need to go. Period, point blank. You have to learn lessons in order to grow. Don't ask me why I have to learn my lesson and not get my Cadillac in 4 months. Like, what the heck? Like, I'm at 1.7 years into my business now and I still am learning lessons. Like, I don't know what lessons I need to learn, but I'm still learning them. And just know that you are not alone. The other thing I want to say is I hit MMB in March of 2020. I have not ranked up since March of 2020. Since March of 2020. You know how many months that is, you guys? That is 14 months, going on 15 months this month. But I'm going to rank up this month. And let me tell you this, 14 months. You know how many times I could have quit? Month 2 of not ranking up, I could have been like, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. Like, I'm quitting. I'm out of here. There's probably only 3 people on this call who would still have been in the business at that point. Hundreds of people have joined since that month that I probably would have thrown in the towel and quit. And you know how many times I've thought about throwing in the towel and quit because I haven't ranked up? So many freaking times. 14 months. So I don't want to hear it that you guys are not working your business because you haven't ranked up. Your rank does not determine anything. It does not determine jack crap. You want to know why? Because you can still be successful and you can still have a huge paycheck, whatever rank that you are at. You can get as many freaking VIPs as you want. Okay? You are in control of your business. I love you and I want you to succeed. And I'm not saying it's going to take you 14 months to rank up because I'm going to be here to help you so that you don't make my same mistakes. But I'm here to tell you that you have to trust the timeline and you have to trust the business model. The business model works, but you have to be willing to put in the work. And you have to be willing to trust the timeline. Awesome. Put in the work for a month. And if you work your friggin' ass off for a month and it doesn't happen in a month, work your ass off for the next month too. And then the next month, and then the next month, and then the next month. Because months are nothing compared to a lifetime, you guys. Think about how long, if you live to be the average age, which I think is like, what, 75? You waste, and not even a waste, you spend 14 months of your life. You spend 24 months of your life, you spend 36 months of your life building something that is going to affect thousands of people and affect you for the rest of your life and probably also your posterity. You can put in the work for that amount of time. because I don't know how many months are in 75 years, but it's a freaking shiz ton of months. And you can sacrifice 36, 46, 50, 60 months. I don't care how long it takes you. If it takes you 2 years to be a millionaire, that's 2 years of your life. 2 years of your life. That's like one, I don't even know what the ratio is, but if you live to be 75 years, 2 years, that's nothing. That is literally nothing of your life, okay? So I want to leave you with that. Be consistent and show up and trust that the work that you are putting in is going to pay off, because I promise you that it always, always, always does. And I'm here for you. If you ever have those hard days and you're like, I want to quit, freaking come and message me and hop on a call with me, because I've been there. I know what it feels like, and it sucks. But there's always, 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 always a light at the end of the tunnel, and there's always success just around the corner. If you looked at my story today, there's a little graph, and it's a straight line, and it says, there's like a little arrow that says, this is where you are going to quit. And then there's a huge bar up there, and that's your success, okay? Success is just right around the corner. I love you guys, and I'm super excited to hear from Jenna, and also, who else am I hearing? Who else? Kensley. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. Sorry, I was like looking at Kelsey, and I was like, no, that's not. Okay, awesome. I'm turning it over to you guys.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to see you guys. It's been so long. I feel like a stranger on here. Kensley, do you want to start us off?
Yes, I do. Hello, everybody. I'm Kensley Hymas. Don't know if y'all have met me, but I've been a cosmetologist for 2 years, and so I love hair, everything about it. And one of the biggest things in the hair industry that is so important to me is education. So you need to educate yourself and your clients as well. One thing that I don't love about the hair industry is that stylists are like, okay, I went to school, I worked my butt off, I learned these things, I paid for school. I'm not going to tell my clients. I'm just going to let them come to me. I know all the education. That's not how I am. And so I love to educate other people on what I've learned and help everybody get to the best journey that they can. So one of the biggest things is about your hair. So like your hair shaft, your hair follicle, everything. So in your scalp, why Monet is so awesome is they just continue to educate all the time. So in the hair industry, in school, I was never taught anything really about like scalp health or like how it grows or the best way to get growth, anything like that in hair school. And then I joined this business, and it was like, bam, here's all of your knowledge that you need to know. And it's so awesome. So in your hair follicle, you have underneath your scalp, you have your hair root. It's basically like a plant. So if you don't really understand it, look at your plant. It's in the dirt. You have to water it, give it all of the nutrients, make sure it has good soil, all of the good things. And then once it grows out, you have your hair follicle and your hair shaft, which is all of this. And then you have 3 layers to that. You have your cuticle on the outside layer, then you have your cortex, and then your medulla. So your cuticle layer looks like a bunch of different things like on top of it. And so when people say like it blows open your cuticle or it like ruins your cuticle, things like that, what's happening is it is attacking the cuticle instead of like smoothing it. And so it all opens up like this, and that creates frizz, that creates bad product to go in, to go out. It just like, think of like a frayed like yarn, like it just gets like everywhere, and it's super hard to like get it back to its normal nice self. So the great thing about our products is they are molecularly small enough that they can go into the cortex, which is where it actually heals the products, instead of other products just coating the cuticle and just like faking it and like closing it up. It's actually healing it from the inside, so that it's taking those reactors and actually pulling them in, instead of just putting something heavy on it and weighing it down. So they're super important to actually know the meaning behind it. I can send the like anatomy chart or whatever, so you can kind of see a better look of it. I'll send it in the chat after this. But Jenna will talk about the products and why they're so important to like focus on Monat products versus professional products of what we've been told is good for our hair.
Yeah, and one more thing to add is our products are depositing into the cortex of the hair. So essentially the shampoo, the Rejuvenique oil is like opening up the hair strand and depositing all the nutrients inside of the hair rather than just sitting on the top layer of your hair. I know a lot of you guys have seen like examples on Instagram where they're using the Rejuvenique oil and then like some other oil on the market and then putting it on a flat iron. That's one example of what the oil does. Like other oils will literally like burn and bubble and become plastic on the flat iron. That is not good at all. Our Rejuvenique oil will literally like fall off, and imagine what it's doing to your hair. So yeah, that's just like a little example. That's great, Kenzie, like the opening and closing of the hair. Like you can't see that, it's micro, but that's what's happening in our shampoo. There's this product that's in the salon right now, and it's like a 1-minute silk hair mask, and it'll make your hair so shiny. And I'm like, do you know what that is? Like you're literally just putting plastic all over your hair, rinsing it out, and then flat ironing it, laminating it in. Anyways, good times. I had a little in the salon today. I was like, please don't use that. Anyways, sorry. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about why our products are different than salon brands, salon quality brands. But the first thing is I don't know who kind of deems products salon quality, you know what I mean? Like who's the higher up power that's saying, Redken's in the salon and it's gonna be sold on salon shelves and Cosmoprof and West Coast Beauty and things like that. Or like, I mean, I have nothing against other product brands. It's just I want to use the best of the best for my clients and my future clients or whatever. But the biggest thing about Monat's products, and you guys know this, it's not a one size fits all. So many products that we're using in the salons are for curly hair. What the heck does that even mean? Like, what does it do for, like, yeah, there can be curl cream to scrunch into your curls, but curl shampoo, what is that? Like, Kinsley, do you relate to that? Like, there's like random, like, what is a curl shampoo? That's not a thing.
Yeah, and they don't like tell you anything about it. They're just like, oh yeah, it's a curl shampoo. Like it'll solve all your problems. But they don't tell you what's in it, how it affects your hair, and how it's different for each hair type.
Yeah, totally. We have like in a salon, there's like 4 main shampoos, like hydration, volume, clarifying, and then like curl. But not like there are so many different hair types, and that's where Monat comes in, where we have clarifying, we have intense repair, we have hydration, we have volume, we have like smoothing, so many different shampoo and conditioners that are specific to each person's hair. That's just like one of the biggest things that we are not taught in hair school is the different types of sculpts, the different types of ends of the hair, different type of curl patterns, whatever it is. That's huge in Monat, and it's really important that you guys are educating yourselves on our products so that you guys can best go out and serve your clients. That's your job. You need to become experts. You can't just be relying on Maya for consultations every day. You need to be the expert, learn the products. You guys are hair experts. So just continue educating yourself on the products and what they actually do for each of your VIP clients. What was I gonna say next? Oh, Rejuvenique also. Kensley, do you want to talk about Rejuvenique and why it's so different than other brands?
Yeah. So in like school and in the salon, I've used a lot of different brands of oils, and they all felt like super, like even after washing my hands, after I used the oil on clients' hands, my hands just felt like there was a film on them. Like it was yucky, like they were still greasy. I felt like I needed to wash my hands multiple times. And even from those, like Jenna was saying, from the like hair strainers, like putting them on there or lighting them on fire on a Q-tip or different things. Like you can see it visually, but just feeling it on your hair. I never used oils on my hair ever, ever. I've maybe used it on my hair once because they felt so gross until Rejuvenate. I use it every single day. My hair doesn't feel oily at all. So it is molecularly small enough. It can go in, like we were saying, into your cortex. So with the cuticle, it opens it up. It goes in, which other oils cannot do that. They just sit on top. They go in and then it heals from the inside and closes it back down. Other oils don't do that. They sit on top, they coat your hair, then you're laminating them basically, heating them, and it just creates problem after problem. And then you're putting other shampoos, other things on top of it, and it gets worse, which is why I think we get a bad rap with Monat, is because when people start, it takes some time to get all of that crap off of your hair. So it takes a while, but with the oil, it's infused in everything that we own. And so it really is helping with every single level of skin, of hair, with everything. And I don't know of any other oil that is infused in skincare products as well as hair care products.
Totally.
I could be wrong, but I don't know of any others that are, which is insane to me that it's like okay to put on your hair, but not on your skin. So it's amazing that you can like combine them both.
Totally.
I don't know. Do you have any other tips or anything
I
about
would
that?
just say I've never seen another brand perform like Modern Nature does. Like it is flabbergasting. I have touched dozens and dozens of hairsprays and shampoos and creams, but nothing compares to Monat. And I can legitimately say that I worked on hundreds of heads already, and nothing compares to my clients that come in who are my VIPs or my market partners. You know, Cassidy just came in. She had color a few months ago, and my teacher was like, her hair lifted so fast. We used 5 volume. And I was like, yeah, it's because she has no like build up. And she's like, oh, okay, interesting. Like, you know, and yeah, so all of my VIPs that come in that are my clients have the healthiest hair out of all of my clients, and my teachers are like, who are these clients coming in? And I'm like, it's Modern Nature. Yeah, so Kenzie, I'm sure you can relate to nothing else compares, even in performance wise. Like I have found that the hairspray that lasts all day for event styling is Monat. Like I've tried like all hairsprays in the realm of hairsprays, and Monat like always comes through. Full day hold.
Yeah, definitely having them be actually like healthy and proven to help your hair, and they have Rejuvenate in all of them. Like that is what is going to change your hair, and that's what's actually going to help your hair and let it be its natural state and let it perform the way that it needs to perform. Time and time again, you try different products, or if people come to you and they're like happy with a product, it's just like it's not doing its actual job. I had so many leave-in conditioners and things that I didn't even know what the purpose of a leave-in conditioner was, because I was like, it's not doing anything to my hair. I'm just putting it in to put it in, until I had the good products, Monat products that are actually doing something to your hair. So just educating your clients and everybody that comes to you, you know, teaching them how to do it. Mechanics of styling your hair and doing your hair, it really affects how the products help, because if you're damaging your hair by the mechanics of what you're doing, the products can't work as well as they would if you're doing your job as well. They're not magic that they just do everything. You kind of have to meet them halfway and do it as well. So definitely getting education, following some other stylists, follow me and Jenna will do different posts. I'm planning on doing series of education and how to like take care of your hair and things. So if you need further education, follow stylists, look it up yourselves, find what's in products, all of that stuff, what it actually does to your hair.
Kinsley, do you want to talk about some mechanics that we should know, and also like heat protectant, why you should be using that, or,
Yeah.
or
Obviously there's
educating your clients?
so many different mechanics, but like what are like your main ones that are like you need to know this?
Yeah, definitely. So I think it mainly comes from like the biggest ones are in the shower. When I've talked to so many clients and I find that they're mainly not educated on how to shampoo and condition their hair and brush. Nobody knows how to brush their hair.
Mhm.
So when you shampoo your hair, we all know that you need to lather it twice. You make sure it gets all of the foam and then you put it in. But shampoo on your scalp, start with your scalp, really scrub it in, get the blood flow going in your scalp. Yes, Jenna's doing a demonstration.
And back here, I used to go like this for shampoo.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
gotta get back here too. I didn't know
Yes.
that. No one taught me. I'm like, Mom, why didn't you teach me how to shampoo?
Yes. So get everywhere, get your nails, go all around your scalp. Make sure you're basically like roughing up your scalp with your nails. Make sure that you're getting into it. And then most of the time, you don't need to get shampoo really on the ends of your hair. Like, you don't need to take it up and make a bird's nest and make it crazy in there. Don't do that.
I also used to do that.
Do your scalp, and then unless you have like a oil treatment or a mask or something in your hair, you just like take it and go on the ends, and then when it washes out, it gets everywhere. The ends of your hair don't really have that much oils on it and natural oils, so you don't really need to shampoo them. Just focus on your roots.
Yeah.
And then with conditioner, when you put it in, focus it on the ends. Your roots don't really need conditioner because they already get the natural oils. So focus on your ends first. If you have curly hair, it's going to be a little bit different. Try not to put your fingers through it. Try to do like palm to palm, all of that thing, because that will create more frizz. But then just with your extras, go up to your scalp and just get it everywhere. I would recommend getting a comb, like a wide tooth comb or something, to brush it through while the conditioner's in your hair in the shower. This will create a ton less of snarls and everything after the shower. It's so much easier to brush your hair afterwards.
Totally.
And then when you are brushing your hair afterwards, start at the bottom, work your way up to the top. If you just like start at the top, you're going to be like raking your hair and it just gets tangled and everywhere. So think of it kind of like if your necklace was tangled, you have to take time to like find where it starts, all of those things. You don't want to do that to your hair and start at the beginning and create a huge knot at the bottom. So start at the bottom and then go up. And there's a bunch of different others, like we said, but I think those are the main ones. Like, just focus on trying to take care of your hair, be kind to it, let it do its thing.
Your hair is super fragile when it's wet, so
Yes.
you're just like harping on it. I would just tell your clients to get the Knot Detangler. A great way to upsell. Get a Knot Detangler, get the leave-in conditioner. It helps with micro damage. Is there anything you guys want to know, like from our perspective, that you want to tell your clients, tell like maybe skeptics? Maggie?
So kind of back to my question, I've had quite a few people reach out to me that have friends that are hairstylists. I actually have a VIP right now that's like, the girl that's doing my hair, I can't tell her that I'm using Monate because she says that her professor's the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? Instructor. Yes. Instructor like says that Monate's awful for your hair, stuff like that. What's your guys' take on how to talk to people that already have their mindset from instructors that Monate is bad? Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. I can send you a video, or I can send the chat a video on Instagram. I just sent it to Kensley when we were chatting about it. But honestly, if they have their mind like set, you can't change it unless they try it. Like, they can't have a educated opinion until they try the products. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know anything about it except for what they've heard online. They've never tried it in their hands. They've never felt it. They've never seen it perform. watch in a few years or in the next few months, they're going to get a client who uses Monat, and they're going to follow that hairstylist for 5 years, and the hairstylist is going to be like, what is happening to your hair? So it will come around. It will come around. The hairstylists will see people using Monat. Clients will come in and bring Monat. Hey, can you use shampoo with this like conditioner? It's hard because I know like it's hard. Like I don't always talk about it in the salon too, because I know people are like really iffy about it. But you just have to educate people. Like my instructor talked to me and was like, hey, can you tell me more about Monat? I'm like, absolutely. So we had like a 2-hour conversation about the toxins in our hair care. It's simply just education and having an open mind. Like stylists are so like set on what they know. Like we've been ingrained in beauty school for the year that you're in beauty school is you go and buy from Cosmoprof. There's no other option. Like there's no other professional hair care brand out there but the Cosmoprof or West Coast Beauty, whatever. So that's what we've been ingrained into. It's the same like if you've been ingrained whatever, it would be hard to like unlearn those patterns. But once they start seeing the like proof, it's in the pudding, like the proof is in the pudding, it's undeniable results. Like their clients will start having results because Monat is going like it's viral, you know what I mean? Like they will run into it and they'll have to make up that decision for themselves. But every single stylist I've talked to that uses Monat are like, yeah, I hated it at first and then I started using it and my whole world changed. So like I have a stylist who's about to sign on as a market partner and she is my VIP, but it took me like a year to get her to become a VIP. And now she's like, it's a no-brainer that I sell this because I'm already selling shampoo all day in the salon. So why would I not sell shampoo again? You know? So yeah, it's difficult. It's hard to change people's mind because that's what they're ingrained into, but they just have to have an open mind and it's your job to just educate and not be pushy because like they are the educator, but yeah.
Really quick on that, if you watch
Yeah.
Aspen's do's and don'ts on social media on the Humble Hustlers Facebook page, she obviously doesn't talk about like hairstylist perspective, but she was just talking about how, you know, it's not our job to convince people to join the business or purchase the products. It's our job to show up and educate. And if that person is following you for amount of time, you know, they're going to eventually have all the exposures that they need, you know, have all the information that they need to hopefully change their mind. You know, like Jenna said, you know, they might have a conversation with someone else or see someone else who uses it, and that might be the thing that pushes them to, you know, join the business or purchase the products. But it's not our job to convince people. At the end of the day, we're here to educate and provide value, and it's our job to provide enough value and educate enough that we have people coming to us.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely. So in the chat, I was just looking, it was asking if we have to use like certain shampoos and everything on clients. I think I'm understanding that right, but it depends on the place. Some salons make you. I use Monat on all of my clients, so it just kind of depends on what your point of view and everything is and what salons you're working at, if you're booth rent or if you're commission and based off of that. So it kind of depends on where you're at. And then let's see, Aubrey was asking, where is the best source to get the correct information from? Just Monat's resource page. That does have really good information. I was looking through a lot of different information and everything that's on Monat's, like in my back office and everything, and it's very good. But also like following other stylists, they put a lot of different tips on. I follow a lot of stylists that use Monat, and they have a lot of tips and how they use it and all of those things. So following stylists and getting that education from them as well, I would say.
And Kensley, I'm just going to tell you what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Kensley and I are going to make like a product information for the team. Like we can either do it in a call or Google Docs, just like a detailed breakdown of everything. And most of it's in your back office, but if you're wanting more of that detail, like the Hair and Skin Bible, maybe an updated version, that's what I've been working on recently. yeah, I don't know if that would be helpful, but I think for me personally, for my market partners, I think that'd be really helpful. And so if we can open it up too. Yeah, is there anything else, you guys? I think we're gonna get cut off soon, but there's so many more. Like, this is a huge topic. There's like a million more things that Kinsley and I can talk about, like scientific advisory board, and there's just so much we can go into. And I feel like we just hit the surface, but we can totally do something again. Yeah.
Yes, I will tag all of the stylists that I follow in the chat. And also, like I said earlier, I'm doing a bunch of like series and everything. I'm going to be starting that this week, hopefully, maybe next week, of different educations. And I know we didn't touch on like sulfates or hard water and things like that. So I'm focusing on doing that. So if you want more information, message either of us and we can share things in the chat as well.
Yeah, cool. Also unrelated, but woo, go Cassidy for going full-time with Monate. Just want to do a little shout out. So exciting. Y'all should go full-time. It's fun. Maya, do you want to end us off?
Oh gosh, I don't really have much thoughts to end us off, but I'll end us off. I'm trying to think of what I should even say. I don't have anything inspirational left for you guys.
No, that's okay.
I guess the
Whatever.
last thing that I would say is making sure that you are working towards the qualifications for the new Arizona trip that just got announced, MMB Plus, by October. Totally attainable for everyone in this chat and on this team, also on this call. That's what I was trying to say. Also making sure that you are paying attention to the weekly like challenges, I guess, because there's prizes for those. And then also making sure that you are signing on as many market partners as possible before the 15th so that they can get those 3 free products in their product pack. For those of you who haven't been around for very long, this never happens with the very first pack. It usually is the next pack up. So it's like the 350 pack US dollars or the 420 pack Canadian dollars. That's usually when you get the free products. So having the free products in the 199 pack or the 249 pack Canadian is really, really huge. So really push that. Make sure you're getting on your stories and talking about that, because those free products are like over $100 worth of free products, and who doesn't want free products? So that's all I have to leave off with. June is going to be a huge month if you put in the work and if you put in the time. Like I said, the work always works. This business model works if you work. So that's what I leave you with. I love you guys. If you have any questions for Jenna and Kinsley, you can Telegram chat them, or I dropped their Instagrams in the chat. And if you didn't write those down, you can message me and I can send you their Instagrams too. But have a great night. Have a great week. And I love you all.